Good morning. It is Monday, May 10th at 11:11. Welcome to Coffee and Cards. Hope you guys had a nice weekend and had a good Mother's Day. I was able to go see my mom and some of my aunts and cousins and all that, so that was great. If you are here, let me know in the comments. If you are watching the replay or this is your first time here, welcome. We will be using the Spiritual Support for Entrepreneurs deck. It is a 44 card deck with 138-page guidebook that I created along with my friend Kathy Weiss, who is the Joy Healer. We created this because we are both business owners and we both had the experience of not only running a business, but dealing with the emotions that come up with running a business or working from home or, really this idea started in 2019. So when it came about in 2020, it was kind of like the perfect time for that extra emotional support we all needed. So welcome and good morning, Roslyn. Thanks for being here. Today we will, how this works is we come together as a collective. I will pull a card to start the week since it is Monday. And the card will let us know what we will be looking for this week or maybe some things to pay attention to. And that's for everybody. I call it the collective card. And then after that, I will take requests for your own personal cards. So we will build upon the collective. So the collective card will apply to everyone, sort of in a broad sense. And then when I pick a card specifically for you, it will be more specific to you and your situation. Good morning, Cheryl. Good to have you back. Thanks for coming. And with that, let's get started. So I will pick up the cards here and give them a shuffle. And we will start off. I'm back in a sweatshirt because it's cold again. We had some weeks of, sort of humid, hot weather. Well, not hot, but warm. And then yesterday it was super windy. We had a piece of our tree come down in the backyard. I mean, the house is fine. Everything's okay. Just, so the trees get soaked with water. They get really heavy and now it's laying in our backyard. So I'll be pulling out the chainsaw later on today. So I guess you just never know. Morning, Heather. Let's see what we need to pay attention to. Oh, I am currently living in West Virginia, Cheryl. So yeah, spring is interesting here. You get rain, wind, sometimes it's warm, sometimes it's cold, so you just never really know. So our card to start off the week is sit. Commit to a practice that filters out daily noise for you to hear what lies within. And that's a great reminder to all of us. Because the world can be noisy, right? Whether it is a physical noisiness or, the news or just some of the crap that's sort of flinging around in the world right now, it could be really noisy. And with those distractions and that noise, it's sometimes hard to hear your own thoughts and your own ideas and your own guidance. So, that's what this card is suggesting, to sit. And it's funny to me because the colors in this card, when you think of sit, initially you think of relaxed and calm and all of that. But most people have a hard time sitting still because it brings up a lot of anxiety. A lot of us tend to stay busy and moving so that all of that stuff doesn't come up. And that's why this card has a lot of the pink and sort of, what I would consider more anxious colors. I mean, there is some moments of calm in here with the greens and that, but a lot of this card is actually orange, pink, red, because sitting isn't always as relaxing as we want it to be, or we are afraid that it won't be. So let's go to the guidebook, read a little bit from there, and then if you would like a card, let me know in the comments. So sit. In the stillness lies the root of all answers. This is the place from which other concepts and cards arise, including trust and patience. This is where the answers that lie within lead to the answers out there. You have two great capacities. The first is your inner guidance system, your intuition, your gut. It sits deep inside your bones and gives a sense of complete confidence. You just know. Knowing is a gift. It tells you when it's time to stay and when it's time to leave, when it's time to double down and go harder, and when it's time to sit back and relax. You can't access this knowingness within the noise. Both internal and external noise prevents you from hearing your innate wisdom. You must commit to a practice that filters out daily noise to hear what lies within. The next gift you have is us. We are your spirit guides and source, wisdom flowing through you. It can appear as something unexpected, contrary to your thoughts and beliefs, or a constant nagging, itching sensation at the back of your mind. That is us, providing you with the way forward when you think there is no rational way onward. We are here to guide you when things are unclear. Carving the way through a jungle path with our foresight means taking turns going where it seems scary, not being able to see a clear road ahead, and deep trust in our wisdom and strength. To access your guidance, you must learn to discern that which comes from us. You learn this by being quiet and still. You may sit in meditation, stand and gaze upon the land, or walk, run by yourself without background noise. You may set a timer or breathe and relax your body for 1 minute before responding to a request, an email, or a call, or a text, right? This card is connected to the answers and the trust cards. If you pulled either of these cards, it is time to reconnect and commit to your inner practices for your outer practices to manifest results. So maybe we all had busy weekends. Maybe you were surrounded by family. Maybe you weren't. Maybe it was, had nothing to do with Mother's Day, but maybe you just had a lot of stuff going on this weekend. So I think this card is for all of us to say, okay, it's Monday, which in itself can seem overwhelming at times, because you've got to get back to work, or I don't know, sometimes there's just like a lot of expectations surrounding Monday, at least in my case. I don't know, maybe your experience is different. If any of this makes sense or resonates with you, let me know in the comments. And Cheryl, yes, we'll definitely pull a card for you. Let me just move this to the side. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate that. And so let's look at what sit might mean for you, Cheryl, or if there's something in addition to sitting that you might need to know right now. And let's see what your week is going to look like. Or to me, I like to use these beginning of the week card pulls to sort of let me know what the week is going to look like, or what challenges or observations or what I need to sort of pay attention to for the week. So let's get a little bit more. We need some clarity for Cheryl. Oh, space. It cannot be negotiated away and then expected to thrive. When I pull this card, for me, it means that I've lost track of something. Meaning, if I'm working on a project or there's something a goal or something I've been working on that I'm not really giving the time to. It's interesting too to have space and sit together, because sitting and filtering out those noise gives you space inside your mind. And what this card of space is reminding you is, if you don't create this space, whether it be by sitting or staying in alignment, even when it's uncomfortable or whatever it is, that your goals or what you're working on they can't thrive if you're not allowing the space for them. You'll have to let me know in the comments if you need any more clarification on that, but I want to read the guidebook first, because that usually clears things up. Oh, great. Cheryl says she's going up to the country today to be in nature and that's so great. So I think for you, these cards are saying, yes, you're on the right track. You are, that's exactly what you're supposed to be doing. And let's read a little from the guidebook. Creating space is a modern concept with many aspects. First, there is physical space in which you do your work. You need a place and a routine. The location in which you do your work and your business needs to suit you. There is no right or wrong way, but be aware that this is a partial home to your heart. What type of home do you want to live in? Sit and imagine. Is it bustling or quiet, wide open or contained, neat and perfectly organized, or filled with the vibrant clutter of living? Is it in community or solitude? Is it in the home where you live your life, or away in its own contained location? The only thing that matters is that you are comfortable and enjoy the environment in which you work. There is no limits or constraint to how you go about this. Next is the spaciousness of time. The job, this work, this business you are creating is a job like any other. It can't be negotiated away and then expected to thrive. Each day, each week, you must set a number of hours, days, and times in which you are focused and productive and doing the work. There is nothing glamorous about this. You are merely showing up. The only problem is you can't get fired if you don't. Treat your time in your field with respect, and you will prosper and receive rewards. And finally, space is also within your being, your heart, your cells. Therefore, within you, you must carve out an internal home for your business. You must treat it as a loved one who perhaps at times drives you crazy, makes you mad, or frustrates you, but you love and welcome nonetheless. You must feel as if your business is a vital piece of you, or you'd be lost. This internal space shows us, the universe, the value you place upon this aspect of your life, and allows us to guide and provide opportunities and synchronicities. Without this internal holding of spaciousness for your business, you cannot be so. It cannot be so, and things could quite possibly wither and die. There is nothing wrong if that is the case. It is merely a point on the path that guides you closer to the truth, joy, clarity, and your soul. We love you. We believe in you. Proceed with space in your body, mind, and soul, and all will be right and well. Oh, yeah, doing the work. I guess it's time to get busy. It is. And notice what comes up for you when you are giving your self space, whether it's when you're going up to the country today and you're sort of away from things. It's kind of interesting where ideas can flourish. So I get a lot of ideas in the shower for some reason. So I don't know if anybody else has that experience, but for me, I get a lot of ideas in there, and I've started like keeping notebooks around because I also get a lot of ideas either right after I meditate or during meditation. So if I don't write them down, then, they kind of get lost. So good for you, Cheryl. I hope you have an excellent time. And let's pull a card for Roslyn. So remember, space. And you are creating that space to sit. And in that space, it doesn't mean that you are walking away from something, just like you're saying, doing the work. Time to get busy, creating the space for ideas, for administrative stuff, for, all of it needs space. You're so welcome. So glad to have you here and getting on with us. Okay, Roslyn, let's see. What do we have for Roslyn today? What does Roslyn need to focus on or pay attention to this week? Okay. For you, Roslyn, we've got learn. Your business is in your life to teach you. So lessons are coming up for you now. Well, they're coming up for all of us all the time, but specifically for you, Roslyn, right now, might be an opportunity to sit and look at your business in the sense of learning. What is it that you're learning, not just professionally, but maybe about yourself, about others, about your story, really. And let's look at the guidebook. Learn. And what I like about this photo, this is one of my favorite pictures actually that I took when I was in the Galapagos Islands, and we were in a truck or some sort of bus going to our next stop. So we're actually on the road, and this is like a moving picture I took. It was just like this really cool road, and it was covered with these leaves, so you couldn't even see the dirt road, but it was just lined with these trees, and it just reminded me when I was choosing a picture for this card, like all the things you learn on your path. So as you go, like each step, you learn a little something. And some areas are more crowded than others, right? You learn a whole lot here. And maybe there's some space or time where you're not quite as busy learning, or, it's just a little smoother. Anyway, I just really enjoy that picture. So. And there's a quote that goes with this one particularly. Discovery consists of seeing what everybody has seen and thinking what nobody has thought. Your entrepreneurial journey, your business, and your life are all present for your learning. You will continuously be engaged in learning something new. Some things will be practical skills directly related to your work. Some will be life lessons of personal growth and expansion for your emotional and energetic belief. Some lessons will sting, some lessons will soar. You cannot ever not be learning on this path. Some lessons you will deliberately choose. Some lessons will sneak up and surprise you. All are good. Welcome each one into your heart and soul, and know this. Your business is in your life to teach you. Are you open to what you need to learn? Are you open to your learning more than you are to whatever your definition of success is this time in your life? Heed our words, and all shall be well. Learning is constant when you welcome it with a glad heart. At that point, it becomes an inevitable part of the ride. Glorious, it can be fun and freeing as well. Ask yourself this: is it time for me to take deliberate action towards learning something new, or are the lessons flowing in effortlessly to serve my highest good? Whichever it is, can I get out of my way and allow trust and focus on the results of those lessons? So there you go, Roslyn. Time to sit and look at the lessons. And I like this, the last section talks about, is it time for me to take deliberate action, or are the lessons flowing in effortlessly? So ask yourself that as you are sitting and looking at your lessons. Yeah, that's really great. We're doing a lot of observing this week in our sitting and sort of looking um, where we are. So whether it be, even though they're each person is in their own journey and getting their own specific cards, it still all has to do with looking, paying closer attention to whatever it is that we're drawing for your card. So Heather, if you're still on, let me know if you want a card. Let's see. I know it's Monday, like we talked about, and sometimes Mondays are a little slower or it's hard to get started. So if you're there and you would like a card, let me know. And if not, okay, Heather, we'll get you a card going. What is it? Didn't shuffle them quite enough. I didn't feel like so. Let's see, Heather. Oh, you're so welcome, Roslyn. Good. Yeah. Yeah, the sitting is important because that helps you discern what it is either you are learning or need to learn. Good. Glad that helped. Heather, for you, we've got time. Time is an illusion and a human construct. There is only now. Usually when we're being called to sit and think about time, usually for me means I have had some expectation about things not going fast enough, or I should be somewhere else, or results should be coming faster, or whatever it is. So let's look at the guidebook. Time. Time is an illusion and a human construct. It is a communication tool to help you agree upon meetings, placements, situations, gatherings, beginnings, endings, and completions. Other than that, there is only now. The movement of the universe is growth and expansion. The pace of that growth and expansion is slow. You are the universe bursting forth through you as you. Your overall growth and expansion will be slow. Using the human timeline, you can look back and see that it is so. Allow the work in your business, your creations, your understandings, your undertakings, and the lessons you learn from it be slow. There is no need to hurry. There is no finish line to all of this. It just is. Be kind to yourself and your creations. Be kind to your success and failure. There are merely your teachers They are merely your teachers and road marks on your contribution to the growth and expansion of the whole. Why rush anything? Why rush learning, your growth, your soul expansion? Why rush the physical products, the services, the work? Do not fall prey or into the trap that you must hurry up. That need not be so, and rarely, if ever, in alignment with the real world's pace. It all takes what you call time. It all takes what we call presence, for there is nothing else. In the illusion of time, you make meaning and understand your physical human life. In the absence of it, you feel, know, and reside within the eternal truth of now. That's a good one. That's a good reminder for me, too. Even in like getting this deck out into the world, I tend to create these guidelines or deadlines of, I need to sell this many by this time or whatever it is. And as I do that, if it doesn't meet my expectations, like there's some sort of loss or, you get down on yourself. So, Heather, whatever it is that you've been looking at as far as time or a schedule or expectations of where something should or shouldn't be, It's time to stop and filter out the noise and sit with what it is that maybe there's something else. So sometimes we focus too much on the outcome. Maybe there's something we're missing right now. So I hope that offers you some guidance this week. Sounds like we all need to just sort of um, slow down, and I don't mean necessarily in a physical sense, although it could be part of what you specifically do is run around, but just to create that space in your mind. Oh, and I forgot, I never put up the link to purchase your deck. Can be found right now. I have put the link in, and you can visit our store here at entrepreneurauracle.com. You will find out how the deck came about, a little about me, a little about Kathy, what makes our deck stand out. You click in the upper right hand corner on buy a deck. That will take you to the page where you can order yours for your very own, and you can pull your cards whenever you want. And I'm ready to ship them out to you and get this tool out to more people to help you along your journey. And of course, you will get the companion journal free with your purchase. And we have a few other things left in the shop, just a few other pieces that have been part of this project. There's the Crown of Love oil. There's one moon spray. Got some pyrite that helps in manifesting money. So really in for that. That's a great one. And a few other pieces that you could take a look at those. Got some great stuff supplied by some great people. So you'll know that anything that you pick up from our shop will be from a good source, especially the crystals and the oils. They've all been charged and cleared energetically, but also my supplier, she does some healing over them, and so they're extra special. So happy to have you guys here today. Thank you for coming, and we will be back again. I think at our regular time Thursday, but I think I'm going to start going down to 1 day a week, Mondays at 11:11, so our same time, so that I can do some of this on Clubhouse, but still giving myself space to do all the other things. So instead of adding to my schedule, I'll just split it up a little differently. So if you aren't on Clubhouse and would like a link, just let me know. You can message me. I have some invites, and it is available for Android people now. They're rolling out some more spots for that. I know there was a waiting list, but we have a club, and you can join that. The link is on our Facebook page, but if you need that, let me know, and I can put that, I can DM you or put it in the comments. So it's great to have you guys all here today. I hope you have a nice week, and I will see you at the next one. Thanks for coming, everyone. Have a great day, and don't forget to sit.